Friends, I would like to talk to you today about something beautiful and powerful, vitamin D. Taking actions to optimize your vitamin D levels is one of the simplest and most effective things that you can do to improve your health across many variables. Vitamin D plays a major role in your health, affecting many things from bone strength and immune function to mood and how your genes behave. It is involved in many essential processes. So, a deficiency of vitamin D, which is extremely common, can weaken many of your systems at the same time. The most effective way to produce vitamin D is through regular sun exposure, as long as you take care to be moderate and avoid burning. When UVB sunlight reaches the skin, it reacts with 7-dehydrocholesterol, which is a molecule produced from cholesterol by your liver. This reaction of UVB sunlight with 7-dehydrocholesterol in your skin creates pre-vitamin D3, which then naturally shifts into vitamin D3 through thermal processes which also occur in your skin. The vitamin D3 enters the bloodstream and travels to your liver, where it is converted into a more stable circulating form of vitamin D called calcidiol. For most people, the conversion of vitamin D3 by the liver into calcidiol happens smoothly. Calcidiol is the form in which most vitamin D is stored in your body. It is the form of vitamin D which is measured when we test our blood. Vitamin D binding protein is a protein in your blood which binds and stores most of the calcidiol which is produced by your liver. This allows your body to store more vitamin D in your blood, and it increases the vitamin D's stability or shelf life. Calcidiol is a prehormone. There are many organs, tissues, and cells within the body that can convert it to its active hormone state by adding just one more hydroxyl group so it becomes calcitriol. This form of vitamin D is the active hormone, meaning that it can communicate a message or trigger actions in other cells or organs, sometimes nearby and other times far away in your body. The organ most popularly known for activating vitamin D and using it as a hormone is your kidneys. This is part of their role to maintain ideal calcium levels in your blood. When calcium levels in your blood fall low, the parathyroid glands in your neck secrete parathyroid hormone, and this is a hormone that instructs your kidneys to activate calcidiol and release it as calcitriol, the active hormone form of vitamin D. This calcitriol signals cells throughout your body, most notably your intestines and bones, so they all take actions that increase your blood's calcium levels. This is why vitamin D and calcium are often taken together to strengthen bones and to assist with osteoporosis. Vitamin D plays many more important roles in your body than just calcium metabolism. This includes many roles within your immune system, metabolism, hormone balance, tissue repair, and the activity of hundreds of genetic sequences within your DNA. Some of the many examples of vitamin D functions in your body include reducing inflammation after it has served its purpose, and turning on special antimicrobial peptides, which are natural compounds that allow immune cells to directly kill bacteria and viruses. There are more than 40 different tissues and organs within your body which have vitamin D receptors and where vitamin D plays important roles. The receptors have been found essentially everywhere that researchers have looked carefully. Calcitriol influences far more than just bone health and calcium metabolism. Abundant vitamin D in your body greatly increases your immune system's power against infections and in preventing and eliminating cancer. We are indeed wonderfully made. Our skin even has a built-in safety mechanism that prevents vitamin D from being overproduced and reaching harmful levels when we have excessive sunlight. When UVB exposure gets too high, the body simply redirects extra materials used to make vitamin D into harmless, inactive forms. Our complexion and heredity affect our vitamin D metabolism and need for supplementation. People with dark skin produce vitamin D less efficiently. This is because the same brown pigment which protects them from the sun also blocks the UVB light which is needed for vitamin D synthesis. This is why dark-skinned people often need higher doses of vitamin D supplementation than their lighter complexioned peers. Where you live also makes a difference. The farther you are from the equator, the weaker the UVB exposure becomes. In northern regions like Canada, high summer sun around midday is effective for vitamin D production, but the winter sunlight is inadequate to produce optimal vitamin D levels. Diet helps a little to fill the gap when sunlight is limited. Fatty fish, egg yolks, cod liver oil, and certain shellfish naturally contain small amounts of vitamin D3. A few plant foods, like UV-exposed mushrooms and certain seaweeds, provide vitamin D2, which is a slightly different form of vitamin D than vitamin D3. Plant-based vitamin D2 is metabolically active, but it is less effective than D3, in part because it binds more loosely to the vitamin D transport protein and it breaks down faster. The benefits of optimum vitamin D levels are extensive and profound. Maintaining target blood levels of at least 60 to 90 nanograms per milliliter supports strong immunity, healthy bones, and stable metabolism. Levels up to 150 nanograms per milliliter are safe, so there's lots of headroom, but one should not supplement vitamin D beyond that level. You can reach these levels through safe sunlight exposure, vitamin D-rich foods, and supplementation when necessary, which is most of the time for most people. A daily intake of 4,000 IUs of vitamin D is recommended at a minimum, but 10,000 to 15,000 IUs are often appropriate to help maintain optimal levels without risking toxicity. Ensuring proper vitamin D levels is a straightforward, highly effective way to support your overall health. To do this, test your blood levels every 3 to 6 months and adjust your dosages slowly to achieve the optimal levels of 60 to 90 nanograms per milliliter. Your ideal dosage will likely vary between winter and summer, with more vitamin D required during the winter. Optimizing your vitamin D levels is one of the absolute most effective and efficient actions that you can take to improve your health and dramatically reduce your risk of infections, cancers, and almost every disease known to mankind. Friends, I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. You can find much more free information and resources about vitamin D simply by searching vitamin D at www.drtrozy.news. Please support our mission to help you and your family live long and healthy lives. Thank you.